Hi there. On the 10th of July, Venus, the planet of love and beauty and money, moved into Virgo. So she's going to be there until the 6th of August. So wherever Venus is moving, whenever Venus is in Virgo, she's really asking us to take a deeper and more aligned look at our values and our ethics and how we see ourselves. Virgo energy is very loyal, it's very organized, it's all about managing things, it's all about getting the ducks in a row, and it loves to serve. And it loves to serve in the sense that it likes to be the wind beneath somebody else's wings. It likes to know that it's in the background, making sure that everything's in place for the other person to take the glory and the other person to be in the spotlight. And so while we've got Venus and Virgo, we're looking at where we serve the best and what we can do to serve the best as well. But what we've got to also look at when Venus is in Virgo is where are your values? Where do they lie? Because when Venus is in Virgo, because Virgo is the energy of perfection, it's going to be asking you to raise the bar a little bit, to raise your values, your ethics, the way you see yourself, to raise that to a higher level so that you can get more back from other people and you can create a higher standard of living and a higher standard of being for yourself. And this isn't about making lots of money. I mean, you could use it to make more money, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's really actually about what you think of you, because the value you put on yourself dictates the value that other people are going to put on you. So if you go through life thinking that you're no good at anything and that people should just take whatever they want from you and walk all over you, then that's exactly what you're going to attract. So, Venus in Virgo will also really sort of activate any fears of failure that you may have, because Virgo hates nothing more than failing. In fact, Virgo energy and Virgo people won't even approach something if they think for 1 minute they might not be good at it. So when Venus is in Virgo, she's might be trying to hold you back a little bit from anything that you have a fear of failing at. So it could be that there's somebody you're really interested in and you'd like to ask them out, or go on a date with them or something like that. But when Venus is in Virgo, that fear of failure will be huge. But at the same time, it's also pushing you. If you know that this person or this situation will be good for you, it'll also push you to go after that, because it knows that that can help you to raise your values and to raise your opinion of yourself and to feel better about what you're doing and who you're at, who you're with at any given time. So another challenge that's going to come up, or could come up, with Venus and Virgo for a lot of people is that Virgo energy, like I said earlier, has got a great need to serve. And again, it likes to organize things, have everything in place. But the thing is, for as long as we see ourselves as serving others, or being servants, we are putting ourselves slightly lower than everybody else. And that's not the way to be or to go at all. And we're stepping into a time where equality is going to be very, very important. And so what we've got to do with this Venus Virgo energy, and with any Virgo or Pisces energy, is change it around and move it out of serving and into sharing. Because when we share, we're all equal. And when we share, we all know we've got something to bring to the table. So when Venus is in Virgo, she's raising your ethics, your values, and the way you look at yourself, and encouraging you more to see yourself as an equal so that you can share with everybody, rather than see yourself as the person that might fail, that can only ever serve everybody else. So just be aware of how this affects your attitude towards love, your attitude towards beauty, and your attitude towards money. Venus in Virgo, I would say, would not be a great time to give yourself a whole new look or anything like that, because the fear of failure, that it might not work out, could override any success it might have there, and you might end up with a look or whatever that you just weren't going for at all. But it can actually allow you to see what's good for you, what's aligned with you, and what's not. I mean, the more you raise your values and the way you think of yourself and the opinion you have of you, the more you attract things that equal that vibration, rather than attracting people who are lower, or not lower than you, but people whose vibration is lower than yours. So people who haven't done as much work on themselves as what you've done on yourself. That's all the vibration, energy, frequency stuff is about. It's how much work have you done on you to step into self-love, to step into self-worth, to step into self-belief. And the more work we do, the more our values rise, the more the higher opinion we have of ourselves, and therefore the better things we can attract into our lives, and the better things we can give out, because we're on that higher vibrational level. So during this transit, just be aware of where you're at, and just if there are people around you who you're finding that being with them, or having conversations with them, or hanging out with them is actually making you feel a little bit less than yourself, or making you feel small in any way, then that's also an indication that Venus and Virgo is asking you to move away from that sort of people, or that sort of energy, because it's trying to drag you back down when you've done all of this work to get yourself up there in some way. So it's not about being snobby anybody, or thinking you're better than anybody else or anything like that. It's just that knowing and that awareness of what aligns with you and what doesn't. As I see it, we're constantly on this journey of climbing a ladder. And once we move up a couple of rungs, we don't want to go back down to the rungs we've already mastered. And so this is what this is about, is raising that vibration, raising yourself and your values so that you can expect to achieve and obtain from others and from the world around you what suits you, what resonates with you, and what is worthy of you in every way. So enjoy this transit, and I'll be back to talk to you again soon. Bye.